Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Campaign 13 Vanilla Sunday. I am your host, as always, Virinity Void. This here is part 14, where we are in 1750, looking toward the latter parts of this century and seeing a hell of a lot of fireworks go off, especially in the previous part. If you want to know what happened in the previous part, please go and watch, because what happened in parts 12 and 13 are key to understanding why Santhology is like this, why Poland is like this, and why Persia is now getting invaded. Anyways, without further ado, let's read some stuff about XIII, the target of a war currently. The third national idea of XIII is belligerence. Our great conquests have not gone unnoticed. Some have compared our occupations to silkworms devouring mulberry leaves, for the better or for the worse. What is most insulting, however, are the accusations of our people being aggressive and belligerent. What a foolish insult! These ignorant and peace-loving doves shall soon know belligerence when we come knocking on their front door with a gift. Morale of armies plus 17.5%, power projection from insults plus 100%. The fourth national idea of XIII is war towers. Across Jinchuan, massive stone towers mark our territory, standing as monuments to our strength and might. Such towers, known commonly or known ominously as war towers, are erected across the country by village chiefs, ideal for the protection of our people in sieges. Easy to build and even easier to defend, our war towers have also acted as seats of power for local leaders, with war towers built in a circle around castles and forts to ensure their security. Fort maintenance minus 10% and fort defense plus 20%. With that out of the way, we see that XIII, as they are being targeted by Zanskar, they are in debt. They have rebellious vassal, or not. Actually, the Khalkha is a vassal, and they are indeed rebellious. Okay, I was a little mistaken. And here is the war map for XIII. They are fighting Zanskar, Mogulistan. Oh my god, my chair is squeaking. And Dundar. Their allies are Yadava and Welaita. And remember, Welaita has put pressure on Zanskar in the west before, making for a nice distraction. However, that may not be guaranteed this time. We shall see. Zanskar wields a healthy amount of power, but it's not complete power. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Also, to the west of Zanskar, Persia is getting fully invaded by Romania, because it is a Romanian-Persian imperialist war. And of course, Russia is backing up Romania. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not entirely sure if the, Nogai in Persia can really do anything about this. I doubt they can, but maybe upgrading Baku Ateshga might have helped, because the first level of it gives discipline, the second level gives discipline and land fire damage. So priorities. But yeah, Romania and Russia, there's no mercy here. I have to imagine that the result of this war is just going to be Romania expanding through the Caucasus, and then Russia expanding toward the estuary of the Volga River. But we'll see. Yadava getting fully invaded by Zanskar, and then XIII is not getting invaded through Burma like the previous war, but more and more action is taking place in the Tarim Basin. XIII is being pushed back alongside Welaita as Zanskar does more work over there. I'm not entirely sure if where Zanskar wants to push exactly, because sure, the main target is Yadava. It is the capital of Yadava. However, Like, just sieging down Yadava is not going to be enough, obviously. Chu Chen needs to be taken out, too. Or at least White Peace, at the very least. So, not entirely sure. Message me real quick. I just want to check this right quick. Alright. Got that out of the way. And Genji is invading. Oh no, this is. Oh, Banjar is going after. You're going after who? You're going after Pasai for Brunei. That should be an easy win. Although Australia is in it, so Australia actually could be leveraging some power over here. It depends, because, you know, Australia does have a 40 stack right here. I don't know. And there is peace. Chu Chen peace is out. That debt is running high over there, so they're kind of just leaving Yadava out to dry. And I don't think Zanskar really gained anything. I think it's white peace in general. Yes. Okay. Maybe Zanskar just wants to take a breather real quick. Just gather up their forces. Welaita now going after Paradox. Oh, no. Sapphire Paradox is now going after Welaita. I got you. Why you're going after Paradox... why you're going after Welaita instead of... No, actually, I can see the mentality. Because if Sapphire Paradox wants to stay on top of power and ensure that Adriaterra does not get too far ahead, Welaita is the closest option. I understand it now. What other wars do we got going on? We have quite a few. Simaru is going after Caddo. Santonge is trying to go after more Strathclyde over here. Golden Eighth is going after Caddo again. And, you know, Golden Eighth alongside their subjects. Crimson Paradox taking over Purple Paradox. We'll take a look over here off the side, and you can see to your left that Crimson Paradox is making mincemeat of them. Chu Chen is going after Bum Thang, trying to finish off Bum Thang. And then Morocco going after Strathclyde. We already know about this one. Although Congo and Moravi being involved, you know, that makes it harder for Sapphire Paradox, but it doesn't make it impossible. And Zanskar is actually... Oh, that's what they wanted. Okay. So Zanskar, I guess, they bailed out against Yadava. Like, okay, don't... Fuck this. This is going to be too hard. This is going to take too long. You know, we don't care about this war anymore. My rival to my west is actually getting fucked over, so why don't I just go after them? They are a much harder target, and the fact that they're getting kneecapped just means that I should go after them. So I see the mentality, what they are going for. That's understandable at this point. And Russia, you know, they're only growing stronger. They don't have much manpower, of course, neither does Romania, but, you know, Russia's just getting stronger. Soon enough, they're going to go after Sibir, and it's going to be nasty. Just look at that. Look at how much they took. Look at all that. Russia is now bordering the Caspian Sea. Romania is further into the Caucasus, and it's kind of lights out for Persia, I think. They don't have a military to fight off Zanskar with. Nogai is not allied with them anymore. Sapphire Paradox wasn't called in, so the Zirids of Persia are looking down the barrel of a gun, and it's nasty. It is about to be chaos. Goguryeo fully taken over Manchuria and looking large and in charge as they keep expanding slowly but surely. Now, whether or not they will be able to actually win against Chu Chen is to be seen. And Chu Chen is now defending against Sibir because Sibir says, hey, I got the military advantage. I have about the same amount of forces as you, Chu Chen, but I'm 3 military techs ahead. I want to see what you can do. So, yeah, Sibir's going in. Congo. Let's see. Is Congo at Malindi? Wait a minute. What? Oh, Malindi's allied with Sapphire Paradox. I forgot. That's why. That is why they are being invaded. It's not gonna be worth much. Congo and Maravi, they cannot get through Malindi fast enough so that they can reinforce Welaita. And plus, Welaita's forces, they were over in Mogulistan trying to help out their allies. So, you know, Welaita is kind of like left open, vulnerable, just can't do anything, unfortunately. Poland is not at war, but Saintonge is at war because there is the Cymru invasion of Thomond. This is an imperialist war. Thomond, where is your capital? It is over here. Cymru is allied with Romania of all nations. Is Romania in this? They are not. Oh, Romania also made Czechoslovakia a march. That's interesting. I didn't think that. I thought they would annex Czechoslovakia. Okay. Interesting. But Saintonge being allied with Thomond just means that, you know, Saintonge maybe wants to get revenge against Cymru. Saintonge's military is back up and running, 150,000 troops, but even with those 150,000 troops, Cymru is still going after the capital and is also going after Iberia. Saintonge, where are your priorities? Poland is going after the rest of Alemanni, and they might get the rest of it. This might be a Polish consolidation of Central Europe, which is kind of insane if you think about it. Oh my god. Golden Eighth, they finished their war against Caddo, and just look at that. Miami is doing very well underneath the auspices of the Golden Eighth. But Caddo is just shrinking more and more. They are now at war with Quebec and Vicura, but I don't know if that's going to mean much. In the grand scheme of things, that is. Because, you know, it's all just a plaything for Golden Eighth at the end of the day. I don't think anyone is going to stop them. Crimson Paradox is slowly but surely monopolizing South America. Just you look at that, and that's staggering. That is one very bright red, bright pink South America. Underneath, what is it called? Emperor Arnold von Julius Hengebach. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but you know, this is Dutch South America. This is not French South America, not English South America. No, this is Dutch South America. I am sure Pimenta is mourning the loss of any sort of Iberian possible South America. Anyways, yeah, Zanskar is gonna slowly finish off Persia, and it's gonna be brutal. Sapphire Paradox is actually getting in. But what? The third Adrian Moroccan imperialist war. Holy shit! Adriaterra is going hard in this time on Morocco for the third time, and Sapphire Paradox is being dragged into this war. The same tech level, similar amount of forces, but Sapphire Paradox might have just been caught off guard because a lot of Anatolia is down. The fortress at Bozok, there might be other fortresses around, but still, it's like Damascus was taken over too. The fact that Adriaterra has gotten that far is a little shocking. Sapphire Paradox, you gotta get your shit together. The Basri Order is back. They have been released from Persia's grip. However, that is not a guarantee that the Basri Order will live. Zanskar now borders Strathclyde over here, and they also border Romania. So, if Romania so chose to, they could just, you know, go through the Caucasus and, you know, get into Zanskar. Russia has now taken that imperialist ambition to heart and is expanding eastward into Sibir after Sibir was not able to fully take over Chechen in a timely manner. And because they have not been able to, Sibir is now being pushed in from the east, pushed in from the west. Like, this is just poor planning on Sibir's part. It is very poor planning. It's not anyone else's fault, Sibir. You took over that land and bordered Russia on your own terms, and then you thought, hey, you know, Chu-Chen looks weak, I'm gonna go over there and see what I can do. And now look what happens. You're losing both wars. Sapphire Paradox, they concluded their war against Welaita, and they didn't take anything. Surprisingly. I guess Sapphire Paradox was just said to themselves, look, okay, fuck this war, I need all hands on deck, shifting the attention northward because our longtime rival is attacking. I don't care if it's a white piece, just piece them out. We need to focus elsewhere. Simru, on the other hand, on the western side of Europe, is actually making a successful invasion of Saintonge. Saintonge's military is being driven back and picked apart, it seems. And Simru is able to land enough troops to thwart any sort of response from Saintonge. Like, that is shocking. Genuinely, I thought Saintonge would be a little bit stronger than this, but I guess not. And then Poland annexed most of Alemannia. Alemannia is now just stuck with one province over here, and that is Utrecht. God damn. You look at that. That is a strong Poland. That is a very strong Poland now, able to rival Simru. God damn. This is big. This is bold. This is action. Sapphire Paradox, they pieced out with Adriaterra, and I don't... Did they win? I think that Sapphire Paradox won. Or at least there's like a very, very, very tiny win. Because they got one province over here, Morea, but that's about it. And Morocco got, I guess, a little bit more land, but it wasn't much. It's just North African land. Adriaterra is still a force to be reckoned with, so, you know, don't count them out. And there is Sibir piecing out with Chu-Chen. Chu-Chen gained a little bit of land. However, oh man, round 2, Zanskar says, I'm done with Persia in the west. Chu-Chen, let's go. Round 2. So, yeah, Zanskar. This time it is for Yadava again. It is another imperialist war. And Chu-Chen is trying to defend Yadava. But, I mean, Chu-Chen is weakened compared to last time. So I'm not entirely sure that Zanskar is going to have a hard time really beating the enemy. I don't know. Also, Poland is now going after Avignon. The age of industrialization has come about. And this is Archbishop Benedictus the 23rd's probably like close to last war. Avignon is being ripped apart piece by piece. It's a brutal affair, really. There's not much they can do. Teardrop of all nations is going in against Big Cato and is winning. This is Teardrop that has land force limit minus 50%. So that just shows you how low in the dumps Big Cato is, unfortunately. It doesn't get much worse than this, I don't think. And Powhatan is declared a war too. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else can be done for Cato at this point. It's just all collapsing in. Simru, they won that war, and they lose just that little bit more land. Over here in France, over here in the north, and even near Scandinavia, Simru they're making gains. That's the long and short of it. Simru is making incremental gains. Sure, that they've been losing other wars too earlier. The wars that were for like stuff in Scandinavia, stuff in like over here in the Baltic Sea, but those were flukes. Siemru's gotten their shit together. They have a navy that's actually capable, and they're doing stuff. They're doing work. Russia trying to finish off Shamrock Paradox once and for all, and I do believe they will. Shamrock Paradox, their capital over here in the Faroe Islands. It's a very nice province over there. It's a 29 development province with a workshop and a regimental camp. Like, it's a nice province to vacation in, but I don't know if Russia is actually going to transport troops over there. Nogai is attacking Strathclyde, and also Yadava is fully occupied at this point. Walaita did not join in the war against Zanskar, so Chu Chen just has to tough this out on their own, trying to rebuff the attacks from Zanskar. But I don't think it's going to work. I just don't think it's going to work. What other wars do we got? Genji, for some reason, is going after Persia. And then Goguryeo is going after Manila. Pasai and Kionjar going after Japan. And then Poland is going after Avignon, and that's really about it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in terms of like what Chu Chen can do. Zanskar is invading Chu Chen from the south, and any sort of response that I can see from Chu Chen is just going to be met with action. Fierce, brutal action. Oh, goodness. Zanskar has about 230,000 troops on the ground. Chu Chen has about 150,000 troops on the ground. And Zanskar is 3 military techs ahead. So, unfortunate times. Yadava's armies are getting wiped out. Yeah. I don't need to say anything more on that war. We all know how it's going. It's an unfortunate mess, but it's just how it goes, I guess. Also, Avignon had no allies, so Poland just needs to do this, get that last capital province, and they're good to go. Also, the Cheruski, they got bullied hard. Holy shit, that was a quick war. I didn't even see that happen, but I'm just now seeing the border change, and Poland just straight up manhandled the Cheruski without any rhyme or reason. Just, fuck you. I'm in charge now, you know? That kind of mentality. Theocratic Norse Bavaria is being annexed by Siemru, slowly but surely. And peasants are rising up in, the Duchy of Catalonia under Duke Enric I, and also in, the Nelter League. I'm not exactly sure what the Nelter League is going to do, but okay, the peasants are rising up. Morocco is defending against Siemru. Now, whether or not they can actually do anything against this huge invasion force, I have no idea. No, actually, I do have an idea. They're just going to fold. It's that simple. They're going to fold. Teardrop taking over a huge plethora of land from Caddo. And then Miami is just chilling. They don't care. Miami does not give a shit about what goes on. They are happy to be just doing their own thing underneath the auspices of the Golden Eighth, because the Golden Eighth is going to protect them. Not even Vicura can stand. Actually, Vicura plus Crimson Paradox, that's a different story. That might actually be able to do something. I don't know. But just like Vicura on its own, the Golden Eighth wins. Easily. Avignon, what did you lose from Poland? Actually, quite a lot. Now Poland borders, the North Sea right here at Gelre. So, damn. This is a Poland that is large and in charge. And Chu Chen, they're slowly getting chipped away at. This invasion over here, like to the through Tibet and through Burma, like doesn't give a lot of war score, sure, but it just shows like the magnitude of how slowly and how methodically Chu-Chen can take this war, and Chu-Chen cannot do anything about it. Zanskar is just doing whatever they want at this point. Taking their time, just relaxing. Sure, Chu-Chen is winning around the Tarim Basin. That doesn't matter. This is much more valuable than this. And there you go. Zanskar putting out a statement that, hey, Tibet is mine. Hey, Burma, I can invade it at any time. You're not going to be able to do shit about it, man. Also, Bumthang is a vassal of Chu-Chen. I just noticed that. Japan, this is a very interesting color overlay. Japan lost that war against Pasai, and now Pasai holds most of Sumatra. They just need one more province, and all of Sumatra shall be under Pasai, which is actually pretty cool. It's kind of rare to see like Sumatra and also the Malay Peninsula united like this. Clap, 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 clap. Very nicely done. And then Manila, they're still being attacked, of course, but they might very well fall to one of the rising Southeast Asian powers. Banjar can't really hold a candle to them, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for. Australia is still trying to stretch their legs, and Aotearoa, they're just chilling. They're chilling in the islands. Who's over here? Ning? Ning, what are you doing in the Solomons? Huh? What are you doing in the Solomon Islands? Also, yeah, I shouldn't have to say it, but Yadava is very much getting squeezed dry. Any other wars going on? Doesn't look like it. Any other major wars? The slot machines are spitting money back and forth at each other. Goguryeo against Chu-Chen. That's actually a big one. And then Simuru against Morocco. And then Russia, Poland, and Ducal Prussia, of course, going after Simuru in an imperialist war. Really? You guys think you have enough ships to get over here and take over Simuru's mainland? I want to see that. That's a statement. That is quite the statement to think you can go over to Simuru's homeland and take over the capital. I mean, yeah, the fort isn't great over there, but I want to see that happen. Bring it on. I almost forgot too, there is a new institution. Who can tell me? Genji, can you tell me where that new institution spawned at? So the Enlightenment, it spawned in Gwyneth. And then Industrialization, it spawned in Alimuli, which is right over here in Nogai. And then, when did it spawn? I thought, okay, I'm just remembering now, my bad. We saw the institution spawn at the end of the last part, I think, but in case someone didn't catch it, yes, it spawned right here in Nogai. And then the next one, Nationalism, doesn't spawn until 1800, so gotta wait for that one. But we are in the age of industrialization with various rewards like industrial construction, subject integration, and strategic warfare. So it's gonna be good. It's just a matter of when the various powers around the world they get enough splendor to spend on age powers. And Goguryeo, they have the military tech advantage. Numerically, though, I'm not sure. And Chu-Chen, where are your forces? Oh, that's right, they're invading Ning. But I don't really think you're gonna do much. You're just allowing Goguryeo to slowly gain a foothold. Gotta watch out for them, man. That war is a slow burn so far, but it could pick up very soon. It could pick up. Strathclyde dealing with some pretenders. And Sapphire Paradox is actually in the war defending Morocco from Simuru. Okay. And, I think Simuru is fine with losing all of this land, or having it occupied, that is, if it means that their homeland is safe. And Simuru's homeland is indeed very safe. You need ships to get there, and if you don't have ships, you're not really going to win the war. Especially because it's an imperialist war. You need to take that capital. Let's see. Well, as the war in East Asia brews, I'm going to zoom out a little bit and take a sip of my drink because I'm a little thirsty. I've been talking for like 30 minutes straight. I need a little bit of a drink. Okay. It's a little tart, but it's good. And then Goguryeo, kind of like, I don't know what the plan is from Goguryeo. Like, you need to actually take affirmative fights like this. That's precisely what you need to do if you want to beat Chu Chen. Thing is, you need more forces here, like right here. Bring these down, start occupying, start sieging down stuff. That is what you need. Otherwise, Chu Chen is going to be able to outmaneuver you, basically, for a little bit. Not forever. I say not forever because Chu Chen is out of manpower, and they are running a heavy debt. Am I right? I feel like they are running a heavy debt. Oh yeah, that's a lot of loans. So be careful, Chu Chen. Balance those finances as best you can. And oh my god, Manila. Finally, the ships of the enemy have broken through. The troops of the enemy have landed on the beaches, and dear God, Manila has been partitioned. Look at this. Like a disease taking over the islands, Pasai has annexed a fair deal of land in general. Good gods. It's only a matter of time before Banjar takes land there too. Name. Yep, there you go. Banjar takes a little bit of land, and Manila is on the way out, if I had to say, or if I had to guess. Crimson Paradox. Are you in this war? Yeah, you are in this war, and your armies just aren't doing anything? I'm not sure what's going on, because like usually if it is the army bug, then there'd be like a lot of individual stacks just in general not moving around, but no, these are genuine stacks of armies not moving around, and this one, I don't know. But I mean, even if Crimson Paradox came up, it's not really gonna make a difference. Golden Eighth kind of blitzed through, and there's not much Vicura can do, unfortunately. Sad days for my child. Tried their best, goddammit. Tried their best. Also, Mosi is under attack from Congo. Congo is actually expanding very hard into West Africa. What else do we got? Nope, no troops have landed on Simru's mainland. So Poland and all of them, they are still in the mood for a white peace. Simru didn't take any land in North Africa, and Morocco is now being invaded. Oh my god. Excuse me, I just burped. The fourth Adrian-Morocco imperialist war. Wonderful. And then Saintonge is going after Morocco as well. So, at war with Morocco and at war with Morocco. Sapphire Paradox has fully abandoned Morocco to the wolves. So, this resurgence for the Saidi dynasty is well and truly over, as Adriatera is going to take some land and Saintonge is going to take some land as well. My curiosity lies with where Poland is going to try and expand to next, because Poland can probably take on Saintonge just straight up man to man and not give a fuck. That's my curiosity. Also, Goguryeo making very, very good gains into Chu Chen, and I do believe Goguryeo is going to seize the quote-unquote mandate of heaven. Obviously, I'm not talking about the real mechanic in-game, because, you know, that's not a mechanic for this campaign. I think they can still claim the heavenly duty, but they need land all across China, so yeah, it's not going to happen. Fortunately or unfortunately, that is for you to decide. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Zanskar is going after Nolgai this time and consolidating control over the Caspian Sea. It does beg the question, though, as Zanskar takes out Nolgai, is Russia gonna go after Zanskar? Is Romania gonna go... Oh, actually, Romania is allied with... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a double wait a minute. Where's your ally of Russia? Hold on here. I need to pause this. Let me see your opinion. Okay, so Russia and Romania are still friendly with each other, but they are not allies. Russia wants Kiev, and then, yeah, allied to rival. Ooh. Ooh. That's going to be some drama if Russia and Romania go to war. Oh. They're still friendly. Mind you, they are still friendly at this point. But it could happen. It very well could happen. I have no idea. The AI could do some wacky shit. That alliance could very well come back. I don't know. We just gotta wait and see, I guess. Also, I should note that Sibir lost all their land west of the Urals. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, west of the Urals. They still have the Urals in general, but west of it, it is now all Russia. And Nolgai slowly being consumed by Zanskar. Russia going after Strathclyde, cleaning up this land over here. And the Russian war machine knows no bounds currently. Currently. Could change, obviously. Poland, they're keeping it steady. They are keeping... they're just content to just... Well, they're not content. They have been on the war path for a while now. Ayutthaya is free again, a vassal of Goguryeo. And Goguryeo, they expanded a hell of a lot at the expense of Chu Chen. Beijing is now Bukyong, and Nanjing still remains Namyong. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I am trying to pronounce it correctly, but I feel like I might be butchering the pronunciation. In terms of the religious map mode, actually, I'm curious. Goguryeo, what religions do you have accepted? Harmonized with Mahayana, Shinto, Taoism, Vajrayana, Tengri, and Islam, or Sunni. Trade efficiency plus 25%, that's a lot! Also, idea cost, infantry combat ability, discipline, goddamn, that's a lot of good shit. Hold on. Man, the army of Goguryeo actually is pretty fucking good with those harmonized religions. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Confucianism might be like a sleeper religion, like a pretty good one for the long term if your tag survives, because like stability, the inherent bonuses of Confucianism are kind of meh. The admin technology cost reduction and stability cost reduction. But if your tag, your submission, if it harmonizes the religions, it's pretty fucking good, you know? Pretty nice. Granted, Goguryeo might be on the path to disaster. I'm not sure, but we shall see. We shall see indeed. I think we'll probably end this off August of next year, August 1st of next year, or September 1st of 1773. We'll see. Strathclyde did indeed lose that land, so now it is all just Russia, Romania on this border region. Man, it's only getting more and more interesting. Golden Eighth, they did take a hell of a lot of land from Vicura, so Crimson Paradox, yeah, okay, they did not have the army bug. For some reason, they just didn't want to fight. I have no idea why. Oh well. Vicura is mincemeat at this point. So is Teardrop, and so is Caddo, unless they are subservient to the Golden Eighth. Quebec, you're gonna be eating shit too, unfortunately. The Golden Eighth knows no bounds in North America. I really doubt that the Golden Eighth would be able to make a Sunset Invasion, but I've been wrong before. Who knows? And what is this? Okay, so... Oh, Sapphire Paradox is joining in on the side of Nogai. So now, Sapphire Paradox is against Zanskar. Interesting. Okay. That makes the war a lot bigger. Because, yeah, Nogai against Zanskar, we already know what that's going to be like. But, because Sapphire Paradox is in this, that means that Zanskar might be facing a little bit more resistance. Especially if Sapphire Paradox pieces out with Welaita and then focuses fully on Zanskar. I guess we're going to be finding out the conclusion to that in the next part, as we are about to cut the tape on this here, part 14. Man, and there's the capital of Nogai down. All right, we will conclude this war at the end of the in the part 15. But for now, these are the wars to end off this here part. Chu Chen trying to go after Manila some more, and Manila's in shambles, as we saw. Which it's about time someone cracked the shell and got into the islands. So Pasai, strong. Banjar, very strong as well. You know, these two contesting for Southeast Asian hegemony. It's just a matter of will they eventually be able to take on Chu Chen? That is something I gotta find out. Anyways, for now, let's go ahead and take a look at that leaderboard as we end it off. In first place is the Golden Eighth. In second place is Poland. In third place is Crimson Paradox. In fourth place is Romania. In fifth place is Russia. In sixth place is Adriaterra. In seventh place is Zanskar. In eighth place is Santonge. In ninth place is Simru. In 10th place is Sapphire Paradox. In 11th place is Goguryeo. And in 12th place is Chu Chen. And your economic hegemon for this part, on its way to that hegemonia, to be more accurate, is Crimson Paradox. With that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next part.